I'm clean, baby. That's a fat 97.8 right there. Hope you guys are pew-pewing the COVID as it comes by. But we got a big Apple event tomorrow, the One More Thing event, which I gotta say, Apple seems to be hyping up pretty much. Got some cool marketing videos. We got some hype from Tim Cook, who didn't reply to my tweet. Okay, so here's the last minute rumors for Apple's event in less than probably 12 hours when you're watching this. Drop a like if you're excited, hit subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first up, want to give you a pro tip. Generally, people like me that make these last minute videos have to put them out like hours ahead of the event, but online, like either minutes, hours, or even like a day before, last minute things leak. So like later tonight after I publish this video, some stuff might leak and you might be like, hey, I want to be in the know about that. You know, you want to be up to date. So follow me on Twitter at iup_date and I'll keep you up to date outside of this video if anything else happens. But tomorrow is the event. It is Tuesday, November 10th, guys. And it is an event that has been 4+ years in the making, because the thing that Apple is announcing, it is not a new iPhone, it is not a new iPad, it is a paradigm shift for the Mac line. And I know that sounds dramatic, but I really do think it is dramatic. And I think if you don't think this is dramatic, then the door's there. Because tomorrow, Apple is shifting away from Intel. You will no longer be able to buy a new top-tier MacBook with Intel anymore, because Apple is replacing it with their own chips, what will likely be a variation of the existing A14 processor that you find in the iPad Air or even the new iPad 12 series. This is wildly exciting for a few reasons, and I just want to highlight them before getting into like the nitty-gritty specifics of what models and all that stuff. The big stuff here is efficiency. What Apple's been able to do with their own chips inside of the iPhone and the iPad is pretty much unparalleled. Like the battery life, the performance, the AI neural nets that they're running in these things are out the wazoo. They are out the wazoo, guys. And Apple tomorrow is going to be bringing pieces of that to the Mac for the first time. The second big thing for me is optimization. Not only is standby time and battery life probably going to get a huge boost because, you know, Apple's designing not only the software and not only the hardware design, but the chip inside, you're going to be getting a smaller package in a lot of cases, because Apple is able to make these chips really, really tiny and wildly powerful in such a small package. So I think the size of Macs could shrink. Now, you might be saying, I don't know, that's kind of a stretch, buddy. But Mark Gurman, who is well over 88% accurate, has said that the next Mac Pro Apple's working on, by the way, Mac Pro not coming tomorrow. We're not seeing a new version of the most expensive Mac that Apple makes. But a new version of that with Apple Silicon is coming, and it's half the size of the current. Like the current Mac Pro is like this. He said it's going to be half the size with Apple Silicon. So that is the basis. That is why you've probably heard of a lot of people that look and talk like me that are kind of into Apple and tech. Like, be really excited about this because it is going to be the start of something new. Like the last time Apple switched the power fundamentals of their computers was, I think, in 2005 or 2006 from PowerPC to Intel. And now we're doing Intel to Apple Silicon. Okay, so that's like, I don't know, that's the big thing for me. Now, what models are actually coming tomorrow? It's pretty agreed upon by both Love to Dream, who is 88% accurate, and Mark Gurman, who is also over 88% accurate. They believe that 2 new 13-inch laptops will be debuted. Mark Gurman goes into detail saying it's going to be a 13-inch MacBook Air and a 13-inch MacBook Pro. So Apple's going to have a slight power user option and also just a really good new MacBook Air for everybody. But the 16-inch MacBook Pro is a toss-up. All right, Mark Gurman in an initial report said it was coming on Tuesday. And then people were tweeting me and they're like, hey, you should read the updated report. And I was like, oh no. So the 16-inch MacBook Pro may be announced tomorrow with Apple Silicon inside, or it may be skipped entirely. Okay, we know a new 16-inch MacBook Pro is in the works, but Apple may not announce it tomorrow. Like the two, for sure, 13-inch MacBook Air and 13-inch MacBook Pro. Apple's going to be starting really slow with Apple Silicon and then slowly building up to something a little bit bigger and a little bit greater. So that's sort of, I feel like, how you should temper your expectations. No Mac Mini, probably no iMac. So far, no significant credible rumors have said anything other than 13-inch MacBook Air and 13-inch MacBook Pro. But wait a second. I thought they were going to be redesigned. I saw somebody on Twitter say that they were going to both be redesigned. What? Well, buddy, you should probably pack your things because they're not going to look any different. And I'm sorry to really let you down there, but that is the reality. They are going to look pretty much identical. The redesigned, like, big Apple Silicon upgrades sound like they're coming next year. A redesigned iMac, a redesigned 14-inch MacBook, maybe a 16 or even 17-inch MacBook Pro. Like, Apple is saving the big Apple Silicon stuff for next year, but we're expecting to see hardware specs, huge numbers, lots of optimization, battery power and efficiency upgrades, and a sleek design. That's what we're expecting with Apple Silicon. But the design of the laptops, aside from the chips, is pretty much going to be the same from everything we understand right now. Okay, so that's the event. 2 laptops, that's it? No. So there's also been an agreement by John Prosser, who is, I think, 75% accurate, and Love to Dream, who is 88% accurate, on AirTags coming. Apparently there will be 2 sizes for AirTags, a small AirTag and a big AirTag. Love to Dream said they were coming soon a while back. Love to Dream has an insane track record. And just ahead of the event today, Fudge, who is 90% accurate, shared this image on Twitter of the keychain accessory. Now, it's fun to do these like last-minute videos because everything finally comes together. So a few months back, Mark Gurman, again, highly rated, said that AirTags would have a keychain, possibly leather accessory. What do we see in this photo from Fudge at Chocobit, our favorite anime girl on Twitter? Don't give me, let's leave the hentai where it's at, okay? So in the image, you can see a shiny little ring that says designed by Apple in California in 2 different places. You can also see here a little leather strap. Now, this is obviously the keychain, the top part. What we don't see, which I'm like, the fascinating part of this would have been how big the holder for the AirTag is gonna be. Now, I know I've talked about AirTags forever. I feel like you guys know it's just a tile competitor to tracking accessory, but they are apparently coming tomorrow in 2 sizes with this accessory. The cord is still out on whether or not it will be a rechargeable battery inside or a replaceable like CR225 or whatever those little tiny. Does anybody really know what those circle batteries are called? I just call them circle batteries. And that's supposed to be the extent of the event. 2 MacBooks with Apple Silicon, AirTags. Now, if you ask me, I feel like there might be something else. What am I basing this off of? No inside info. Nobody saying this. No concrete evidence from Apple that this is the case. I don't know. Apple's calling this the one more thing event, which is like a play on the famous phrase, but also Apple actually reserves that phrase and doesn't use it often. Like the last time Apple has said the phrase one more thing was in September of 2017 for the iPhone X. It has been 3 years since we've got it. So it's like, A, either this event is the whole one more thing, or B, maybe there is something totally secret that we didn't know about. Like I remember the Apple Watch. Nobody really knew the Apple Watch was coming until it was up on stage, and I was shocked. I was losing my mind watching. So this is just me trying to add more hype for no reason, and I don't know if this is going to happen. I just know that Apple is very careful about how they use the phrase one more thing, so seeing it makes me be like, maybe the MacBooks and the AirTag, maybe there really is a one more thing to the one more thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes because we got coverage up on the channel tomorrow for this event. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, drop a like down below. Hit subscribe for more. I've been Sam. Catch you cool cats. And my next video. See you tomorrow.